timeless charm for your small front yard garden. Designing a beautiful front yard doesn't require a large space, just a thoughtful touch of charm, creativity, and personal style. In this guide, we explore how to bring together the best of French country garden design and southern outdoor living to create a cozy, romantic landscape. Whether you're working with a small yard in a suburban neighborhood or a compact space beside a cottage, these small garden ideas offer timeless beauty with functional flow.
Before we delve into our exploration, allow us to extend a warm welcome back to Amica Studio. For those joining us for the first time, we invite you to subscribe for more captivating insights into home and interior design inspiration.
Small French country garden ideas with southern charm, front yard landscaping ideas for cozy homes. The French countryside aesthetic is all about soft textures, elegant layers, vintage materials, and natural elements like stone, gravel, herbs, and blooming flowers. Combine that with the gracious warmth of southern garden design, and you get a front yard filled with classic details: rocking chairs on porches, floral window boxes, antique accents, and structured beds with wild, blooming edges. It's a design style that feels collected, loved, and meant to be lived in. With just a few key pieces and planting strategies, your front yard landscaping can transform into a storybook-worthy escape. This article is filled with curated ideas, from rustic garden decor and floral cottage beds to vintage gates and herb-filled borders. Let's walk through 5 thoughtfully crafted themes that will help you create a space full of soul, softness, and stylish ease, no matter the size of your home. 1. Charming front yard entrances with a French country welcome. Vintage entry gates and stone pathways for small yards. Creating a charming front yard entrance in a small French country garden begins with timeless details like vintage iron gates and winding stone pathways. These elements add character and instant appeal to even the smallest front yard. Using aged wrought iron, weathered wood, or even a repurposed garden gate can reflect the rustic elegance of French countryside homes, while also channeling that inviting southern warmth we all love. Surround the path with small flowering plants like lavender, creeping thyme, or white alyssum to soften the edges and enhance the romantic atmosphere. This setup not only beautifies your small garden landscape but also makes every entrance feel like a storybook moment. It's the perfect example of how front yard landscaping ideas for cozy homes can feel grand without needing much space. Small space, big impact, cottage-style entry landscaping ideas. In compact front yards, thoughtful layout and cottage-inspired planting can make a dramatic visual impact. Define the entrance with low-profile hedges, natural stone edging, and curved walkways that lead to your front door in a welcoming flow. Southern front porch charm meets French garden grace when you add classic planter urns filled with pastel blooms and trailing ivy near the entrance steps. Opt for calming color combinations like pale blush, soft blue, and creamy white to evoke a peaceful ambience. Even in a limited space, incorporating small garden design techniques such as layered planting and visual symmetry can make the area appear larger and more inviting. Whether you live in a suburban bungalow or a country cottage, these charming landscaping ideas blend form, function, and aesthetic elegance beautifully. Southern porch meets French garden, a cozy front yard combo. The magic truly happens when you combine southern porch styling, with its classic white columns, rocking chairs, and warm hospitality, with the elegant simplicity of French garden design. Picture a cozy veranda with hanging ferns, rustic lanterns, and soft gingham cushions that overlooks a front yard framed by boxwood borders and gravel paths. This pairing captures the essence of romantic outdoor spaces by merging old-world charm with regional warmth. Add shutters in muted tones and a pastel-painted front door to complete the look, and you've created an outdoor entrance that feels both timeless and tender. This southern French fusion is not only visually soothing but also practical for small landscapes where every detail counts. The result? A front yard garden idea for small homes that looks like it belongs in a European countryside, yet feels right at home in the American South. Two. Cottage garden beds with southern color and texture. Designing lush garden beds in compact French country yards. Even in small spaces, you can create lush, overflowing cottage garden beds that blend the romantic softness of French country style with the vibrant personality of southern landscaping traditions. Begin with a compact layout that allows for layered planting, placing taller blooms like hollyhocks or foxgloves at the back, followed by rounded mid-height flowers such as peonies, salvia, or daylilies, and soft edging plants like creeping thyme or sweet alyssum along the borders. This layered effect brings depth to even the smallest front yard landscaping. Choose classic French country flowers like lavender, roses, and yarrow, which also thrive in southern climates. Add a vintage wrought iron trellis or an old stone birdbath between beds to infuse rustic charm and elevate the look. These small but strategic touches can completely transform your small garden landscape into a rich, textured escape. Southern cottage colors, soft pastels and bold greens for garden charm. Color is key in defining the mood of your cottage-style garden, and nothing captures the heart of southern French country charm like the perfect palette. For a front yard that feels both elegant and lively, mix pastel-colored flowers, blush pink roses, pale purple verbena, soft yellow coreopsis, with lush green textures like lamb's ear, rosemary, and dusty miller. The soft, romantic tones reflect the vintage French countryside aesthetic, while the greenery adds volume and southern resilience. Use repetition in color and plant variety to create visual harmony throughout your small yard, making the space feel cohesive and intentional. Whether you're enhancing a gravel border, highlighting your porch steps, or simply framing your walkway, these colorful front yard garden ideas bring timeless beauty to small cozy homes without overwhelming the space. Raised beds and natural borders in small French gardens. Raised flower beds are an excellent solution for small garden spaces, especially when paired with natural borders that reflect a rustic, handcrafted look. Construct simple raised beds using reclaimed wood, stone, or brick to enhance the French country feel, while also improving drainage and ease of care. These beds can be arranged along the house facade, fence lines, or even between stepping stone paths to maximize every inch of your front yard layout. Fill them with a mix of culinary herbs, flowering perennials, and trailing vines for a relaxed, layered look. In southern climates, raised beds also help manage soil heat and moisture retention, making them as practical as they are charming. Three. Rustic garden accents that blend French and Southern style. Vintage garden decor for a French Southern look. Adding vintage-inspired garden decor is one of the most delightful ways to merge French country charm with Southern outdoor style, especially in small front yards. Think of repurposed treasures like weathered watering cans, rusty iron lanterns, or chipped ceramic pots filled with overflowing blooms. These imperfect, aged pieces tell a story and bring an old-world romance to your small garden design. In the South, these vintage details often carry family history or come from local flea markets, making them feel more personal and grounded. Whether you place them near the entryway, beside a porch step, or tucked between hedges, these rustic accents give your garden a curated, relaxed elegance that makes it feel lived in and lovingly maintained. Wrought iron and weathered wood, texture that tells a story. Blending wrought iron structures and distressed wooden finishes is a key way to bring texture and authenticity into your small front yard landscaping. Incorporate a curved iron trellis to support climbing roses or clematis, common features in French countryside gardens. Add a small weathered bench beneath a tree or an old shutter hung as wall decor on the side of your porch. These time-worn textures add character and richness to the landscape, while connecting the Southern tradition of handcrafted elements with the refined rustic beauty of French garden design. For small spaces, choose a few standout pieces rather than clutter, allowing the garden to breathe while still showcasing charm and personality. DIY decor ideas for small romantic gardens. You don't need a big budget to create a dreamy, romantic garden. In fact, some of the best accents come from upcycled materials and DIY projects, especially in cozy French southern gardens. Convert an old ladder into a tiered plant stand, or hang vintage teacups as planters on a trellis. Paint and distress an old wooden crate to create a rustic flower box beneath your window. These projects not only personalize your space but also emphasize the values of sustainability and storytelling that define both Southern homes and French country cottages. By incorporating these thoughtful handmade touches, your small front yard garden becomes a unique reflection of your creativity and warmth, an outdoor extension of your home's heart. Four. Small garden layouts for flow and function. Zoning your front yard with a French-inspired layout. Designing a layout for a small French country front yard means thinking intentionally about how each area flows into the next. Divide your yard into subtle zones: a floral border near the entrance, a gravel seating nook under a tree, and a narrow planting strip alongside the path. This zoned approach helps organize the landscape and make small yards feel purposeful and welcoming. Add symmetry with twin planters flanking your front steps, or repeat certain plants for visual rhythm. This technique reflects French design principles of balance and grace, while also catering to the Southern love of porchside gathering and garden hospitality. Thoughtful layout choices ensure your yard feels spacious, soothing, and beautiful, no matter the square footage. Gravel paths and brick borders for a Southern French aesthetic. One of the easiest ways to achieve a Southern French look in a small yard is to use classic materials like gravel, brick, and natural stone to create soft yet structured pathways. Lay down pea gravel for a light, informal walking area and edge it with reclaimed brick or stone to provide clear definition. These materials not only reflect French garden tradition, but they also suit Southern outdoor conditions, holding up well in heat and humidity. A gravel path lined with lavender or boxwood brings elegance and visual order to compact garden spaces, while also enhancing flow and walkability. Incorporate gentle curves or a circular shape to mimic the romantic layout of a rural Provençal garden, now perfectly scaled for your small front yard landscaping. Layering heights and shapes for a cozy, lived-in garden look. In small gardens, creating visual interest is key, and that often comes from layering plant heights, textures, and shapes. Start by anchoring your space with tall elements like ornamental grasses, rose arches, or upright shrubs at the back or along the fence. Then fill the mid-layer with lush mounding plants like geraniums, salvia, or dwarf hydrangeas. Finally, soften the ground level with creeping plants, mulch, or decorative gravel. This layered structure not only makes the garden look full and curated, but it also replicates the casual yet intentional feel of both French country and southern gardens. Five. Signature plants for French country gardens in southern climates. The best French garden plants that love southern sunshine. When designing a small French country garden with southern charm, plant selection is everything. To achieve that romantic, lived-in look that defines French cottage landscaping, focus on perennials and flowering shrubs that thrive in the warmth of southern climates. Lavender is an essential. Its fragrance, soft purple hues, and elegant stems create instant old-world charm. Pair it with climbing roses, sage, catmint, and salvia for that graceful layered effect found in many small French gardens. Add touches of southern beauty with plants like crepe myrtle, hydrangeas, and azaleas, which offer seasonal blooms and leafy texture that blend beautifully with European selections. These easy-to-care-for garden plants work well in front yard beds, raised planters, and even borders, bringing color, movement, and aroma to your outdoor space, no matter how small. Creating a pollinator paradise in a small garden space. One of the most rewarding aspects of small garden landscaping is the opportunity to invite life into your space. By carefully selecting pollinator-friendly plants, your French country garden can become a haven for butterflies, bees, and birds, adding joy and natural beauty to your front yard. Blooms like bee balm, echinacea, coreopsis, and zinnias offer nectar for pollinators while also giving you an abundance of vibrant colors and textures. When placed in combination with southern herbs like mint, basil, and thyme, you not only attract wildlife but also add practical plants to your garden. A pollinator-friendly small garden brings the feeling of a sun-drenched French farmhouse yard, while embodying the lively spirit of a southern backyard retreat. It's a low-maintenance yet high-impact way to make your garden come alive, visually and ecologically. Combining culinary herbs and flowers for a romantic, useful garden. For a front yard that is both beautiful and functional, embrace the traditional French cottage garden method of mixing edible herbs with flowering plants. This technique, beloved in both Southern and French gardening styles, allows your small landscape to do double duty, offering fragrance, visual interest, and ingredients for your kitchen. Plant rosemary, oregano, chives, and parsley along the borders of raised beds or near stepping stones. Intertwine them with English roses, alyssum, marigolds, and lavender for a delightful combination of color and texture. These combinations not only save space in compact front yards, but also reflect a relaxed, intentional design approach that celebrates the charm of imperfection. By blending function and romance, your Southern French-style garden becomes a sensory escape, perfect for those who want their outdoor space to be as soulful as it is stylish. Conclusion. No matter the season or square footage, your small garden can reflect a big personality when you blend French countryside elegance with the heartwarming charm of Southern outdoor spaces. Each idea in this guide is meant to inspire not just beauty, but also connection, between home and nature, between style and comfort, and between old and new. Whether you're adding a single vintage lantern or redesigning your full front yard layout, these small front yard landscaping ideas help build a space that truly feels like you. From fragrant lavender beds to hand-painted planter boxes, your outdoor area becomes more than a space, it becomes a setting for memories. With the gentle layering of textures, classic shapes, and cozy furnishings, your garden welcomes guests before they even reach your door. And with smart use of herbs, pollinator plants, and vintage accents, every detail brings function and flair into perfect balance. As you build your dream Southern French garden, remember, it's not about perfection, it's about feeling. Let your garden grow slowly, evolve with the seasons, and reflect the peaceful charm of a home that's both loved and lived in. May your small front yard bloom with romantic spirit, rustic beauty, and a warm welcome that's felt from the first step on your path.